The treasure, the fine pearl, the joy of discovery, and the sacrifice to get it and to enjoy it. The treasure and the fine pearl. What are we talking about? It is the person of Jesus. He is the treasure and he is the finest pearl. The message in both the parables is similar, but the experience is different. In the first one, a person by chance stumbles upon a treasure. By surprise. The person wasn't looking for a treasure. No, he was with she was with his own business. Whatever he was, then by chance stumbles upon a treasure. Can you think of somebody in the Bible who had this experience? Check your knowledge, your understanding of the Bible. Check your knowledge. Can you think of somebody in the Bible who had this experience? So, Paul stumbled upon the treasure. He wasn't looking for Jesus. He was persecuting the church, and then one day he stumbles literally upon the treasure. Another one. Matthew, the tax collector, he was busy making money in the customs office. And there comes the treasure. Matthew, come with me. Matthew leaves everything and goes after Jesus. Again, the treasure of finding somebody. The treasure finding somebody. And Matthew and Saul or Paul, they left everything to follow Jesus. In the second one, the person is passionately seeking the finest pearl. Actively, passionately, intentionally looking for the finest pearl. He has got some pearls already. He has got a collection of pearls. But he knows there could be another pearl which could be better than the ones I have. These are all right, but there could be something better than the ones I have. So he has got a very keen eye, and always on the lookout. Wherever he goes, he's always looking for, there could be somewhere another pearl which is better than all the ones I have. Again, check your mind. Can you think of somebody in the Bible doing this? Anybody? Simeon. That old man in the temple in Jerusalem, all his life, he was waiting to see the Messiah. Only one desire. Before I die, I just want to see the face of the Messiah, and then I can die in peace. Passionately, intentionally going to the temple every day and hoping for that day, one day I will see the Messiah, then my life will be complete. And then Mary and Joseph walking with Jesus, and Simeon says, today is the day. I can die in peace. My dream has come true today, so what more there to live for? My life is complete. I can die in peace. Now look at all these two parables together. Oh, there is one more. Oh, yes. Nicodemus, a man who was searching for the light. Like any Jew, he was also waiting for the Messiah. But then he wasn't very sure we can identify with him. He was looking for the light. And there was Jesus doing miracles, words of wisdom. But then he had some other concerns. If I go after him, then what about my position as one of the leading Pharisees? Theologian, scholar, they look up to me. And I am their leader. And if I go with him, what about my position among them, the honor I get from them? What will happen to all those things I hold precious? So he goes in the night to see Jesus. Again, more light, but still Nicodemus wasn't ready. He found the pearl, but then he wasn't sure we can be like him. But then Nicodemus comes to a realization after some time. When was it? When was it? After the death of Jesus, Nicodemus turned up at the foot of the cross to take Jesus to bury him. He found the finest pearl at that moment. Initially, he wasn't sure. Then the realization, and he was there. He didn't bother about what his friends thought about. He was there to bury Jesus, along with Joseph of Arimathea. In all these cases, in these two parables, with the Paul or Nicodemus, or with Matthew, once they found Jesus, they sacrificed everything for him. Because they realized this man, this Jesus is worth every sacrifice. Value is determined by sacrifice. You get what you pay for. Value is determined by what you are willing to pay for it. Paul was ready to give everything to Jesus from the moment of his conversion. Then he writes in Philippians 3:8, having known the surpassing worth of knowing Jesus. Not those words, the surpassing worth. It surpasses everything. Having known the surpassing worth of knowing Jesus, I think of everything else as just rubbish. Then he says, who can take me away from Jesus? Suffering, persecution, hatred, murder? No, nothing. Nobody can take me away from Jesus, because Paul knew this is all I was looking for all my life. It changes his entire life. Those who find the finest pearl or the treasure, it will change their life radically. A reorientation, a re-evaluation of all priorities. And it renders all previous attachments dispensable and disposable. The person comes to wisdom. Wisdom is the realization of what is ephemeral and what is eternal. Wisdom is the realization of what is transcendent and what is transient. Wisdom is the realization what is relative and what is absolute. Everything on this earth is transient and ephemeral. Everything is passing away. Nothing lasts forever. You may pray for good health, but then you are again going to die one day anyway. You need some money, you make money, but tomorrow you will be dead. What is the point? Something sorrow, everything on this earth is transient. Nothing lasts forever. But there is the absolute. God is the absolute. He doesn't change, He doesn't die, He lives forever. God is the only absolute. That's why when Solomon was asked by the Lord, Solomon, ask me anything, I will give you. Today's first reading. What an offer. The Lord says to Solomon, ask me anything, I will give you. Suppose the Lord asks you and me, that offer, come on, ask me anything you want. What shall we ask for? We may tend to ask for, Lord, give me some good health, a long life, a better bank balance, a better car, a better house. We tend to think of all these material things, not realizing those things will not last forever, you will die. But Solomon was very wise. Solomon said, Lord, I need you. What is the wisdom in that answer? Solomon knows, once I have the Lord in my life, everything else I look for, everything else I need will come automatically. Automatically. Once I have a God in my life, everything I need will come automatically. And the Lord was very pleased with the answer. And when we read, Lord gave not only wisdom, but plenty of wealth, everything he didn't even ask for, the Lord gave him, because once you ask for the Lord, you will have everything. In simple words, ask for the kingdom, ask for the king, ask for the kingdom, then ask for the king, then the kingdom is yours. Don't ask for the kingdom first. Ask for the king first. In all your prayers, ask for the king. The kingdom will come along with the king.